Well, hello and welcome. And today I'm delighted to be in conversation with Wayne Jones. Wayne is the member of the executive board of Man Energy Solutions. Great to talk to you, Wayne.
Nice to meet you, Nigel.
So, your company has been in the news along with your partner Highview Power this week because you've announced what sounds like a very exciting project up in Manchester, your neck of the woods, I think.
It is, yeah.
And this is a liquid air energy storage system. But you're the expert. Maybe you could just take us through what this project is and what the key components are.
Sure. So yeah, first of all, it's really a great project to be involved in, Nigel, and of course we all know that everybody's pushing for net zero and greenhouse gas reduction, etc., and this gives an opportunity to harness green power and use it, of course, when the wind's not blowing and the sun's not shining. And of course, we've got a beautiful day today here in Manchester because it's about 30 degrees, I think. So, but basically, with our partner Highview, we're looking at two areas. There's two sort of main grid services. The first one is all about capacity. So it's providing the right capacity. And the second one is about frequency regulation. So capacity wise, what liquid air energy storage gives us, it's first of all charging. So we use this by compression of liquid and liquefaction of air. Then that's stored, and then of course we reverse the process in a discharging route, so we evaporate and expand, and that of course allows us to provide energy into the system. And then still old technology, it's like a kind of a flywheel approach with a generator that allows us then to regulate the frequency in the grid. So they're the basically two main areas of it, and I guess the big thing is it's the first of its kind in the world, and it's obviously the largest of its kind, which is groundbreaking technology.
Great. And so, what is Man Energy's specific contribution to the project in terms of technology?
Yeah, so it's very well founded and well based technology. So it's basically a compressor, which we use for the charging stage, and then on the discharging, there's an air turbine train that we use there, and then of course the flywheel and the generator for the frequency regulation that I mentioned. So that's our supply, if you like, into the project.
So that technology doesn't sound like it's revolutionary. I mean, are we actually using existing technology for a sort of future-proofed solution?
Yeah, and I think that's the great thing of the concept. I mean, it's based on very sound historical products, but then of course it's used in a way that can create this new approach into that technology. So quite often, as you'll know, Nigel, with new technology you're finding out new things and maybe it doesn't all piece together. This is a very sound base to work from, and just using this existing equipment in a new technological field.
And how did Man Energy come to be involved in this project? Are you long-term partners or with Highview?
Yeah, so we're partners with Highview. We changed our name quite a few years ago into MAN Energy Solutions. We were called Diesel and Turbo, and I think first of all the direction of the market didn't fit with the name. Secondly, on the engine side of our business, we were making less and less diesel engines, if you like. They're running on all kinds of exotic alternative fuels now, and our strategic direction shifted, and we want to be first of all like a solutions provider, and secondly be a bigger player in the energy sector. We're a very strong player in marine, we're very strong in industries, and then push some of this technology into the energy sector. So this is how it came about. And of course we work with Highview because they recognize that we have the right equipment that could support this kind of approach.
And you mentioned how significant and important the project is, particularly in the UK. Can you just expand a little bit about that and where you see it fitting into the energy strategy in the UK?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, this project was identified in the Prime Minister's speech some 3 months ago, where I think he took 10 or 12 kind of approaches that would help the UK along this net zero route. It fits very well regionally. Yeah, maybe Greater Manchester have said that they want to be net zero in 2038, so some 12 years ahead of the UK target. So it all fits into this quiet approach. And of course, for the general public, we know that renewables are a great way forward, but the big challenge with renewables, whether that be wind turbines, whether that be solar, is of course the storage activity, because when the wind's not blowing, we've got obviously challenges. So this ticks a lot of the boxes, really.
Now, the choice of liquid air energy storage is an interesting one. I know it's Highview's proprietary, but what's particularly striking about this? What sort of length of time is it realistic to store the energy for?
I think the duration's around 4 hours of this kind of timing. I mean, the liquid air energy storage is not geographically independent, and as we've already mentioned, the process is based on very well-known, well-understood equipment. We don't use any scarce resources, so all in all, it's very modular and it's scalable. And I think that's the great thing about the technology. So modular and scalable has been one of our goals, along with Highview, that we could move this into different areas depending on different sizes.
And I think in this case, it's 50 megawatts in size.
Yeah, 50 megawatts in this case.
Yeah, okay. And what do you see as the future for this kind of setup? Can you see it being replicated elsewhere in the UK or elsewhere around Europe, for that matter?
Yeah, we've got a strong pipeline of projects from California to Scotland to lots of different places. And I think quite interestingly, and we've seen this in the UK with similar kind of projects, we're using old sites, old industrial sites, which of course support kind of planning applications, support connectivity, etc., etc. So yeah, they're very global ideas. I mean, in different places in the Sun Belt, there's maybe different technology, but certainly strong interest from the US and other parts of the UK.
Excellent. And I know this isn't the only type of energy storage solution that Man Energy is promoting or is working with. Can you talk to us about some of the other sort of decarbonisation solutions that you have?
Sure. We look at various. We've got electrothermal energy storage, which has been a very recent strong project in Denmark, where we took 100,000 tons of CO2 emissions from the old power supply approach. Compressed air energy storage, CO2 energy storage. So there's a multiple of opportunities, and it's just a case of choosing the right one that suits the particular project.
Absolutely. Can you just before we wrap up, just talk a little bit about the UK market where you're based? How does Man Energy see the current opportunities in the energy transition within the UK?
Yeah. I mean, we see really huge opportunities. I mean, you'll know better than all of us, Nigel. There's some challenges in our own grid supplies. There's some challenges in the direction. I think from recent events, the direction becomes clearer, but now we need to implement some of these changes. So there's going to be huge opportunities, I think, in the energy sector in the UK, and of course, green energy. That's going to be the solution, and that combined with storage, combined with other technologies, I think that there's good chances for the UK to lead the market in this way.
Well, that's exciting, and I guess for you, having this project up in Manchester, the heart of the original industrial revolution, that must be a pleasing factor for you.
Super. I was born in Manchester. My home is close to Manchester. I was at university in Manchester. So yeah, for me, it's quite a nice one, and it was great to work with my sales team. And this came out as the first project to delivered. So I had a personal satisfaction from that one as well. Yeah.
Well, we look forward to Manchester and that region continuing its historical association with energy and leading the world. Wayne, thank you so much for your time, and thanks for explaining this exciting project.
Super, Nigel. Thanks, and have a nice day.